Hey, it's Jon Cook with Keynote Content. Thanks for joining me again as we look at the 3 lanes of buyer's action. Whether you are a coach who's selling a program, whether you are a course creator who's selling a digital course or community, whether you have some type of done-for-you service, you have a workshop, you have training, something that you're selling online, something that you have a prospective buyer that's looking at to purchase from you, you need to recognize that there are 3 distinct lanes for each buyer. Each prospect that's coming to your sales page or they're connecting with you, whether it's at a conference or whether it's connecting for a sales call, recognize that there are 3 speeds. And today I want to walk you through what those 3 speeds are and how to carefully navigate each of those so that you generate and you curate that that interest over time so that they can purchase when they're ready. So you have the pieces in place to make it an easier decision for them. So as I walk you through, the first thing we need to recognize is that of these 3 lanes, 70%, as many as 70% of leads coming to your website or connecting with you at a conference or through a call or some type of prospective interaction, as many as 70% of those leads are not ready to buy in the first 30 days. A DataBox just came out with a survey recently that talked about of all the people that they surveyed, different types of digital marketing and different product presenters, whatnot, people who have a rather high ticket, $1,000 plus type ticket that they want to offer their prospective buyers, saying that as many as 70% of the prospects coming to those websites, landing on those sales pages, were not ready to buy. And so as we look at your prospects, the 3 lanes are fast, medium, slow. I know that's very groundbreaking, fast, medium, slow. But for this, I'm going to walk you through these 3 lanes and how you can nurture the interest for all 3 of these in a way that makes sense for your business with your timing. So when people say when they're ready to buy, you already know you've given them the best opportunity to understand, to get their objections out of the way, to get their questions answered, to have that confidence in place that they know they're making the best decision with you and your business. So the first one, fast lane. These are for prospects who are the first 48 hours after connecting with you and your offer. It's not that they've just connected with you, but they've connected with your offer. They've heard your offer for the first time. They've landed on your sales page. They've seen you make that presentation, do that webinar, some type of breakout, whatever it might be. In the first 48 hours, these are the fast acting. And so different people say, well, you can add in a, like if you're doing like an online course or some type of coaching program, you've probably heard the pitch. Here's also a fast action bonus. For the first 15 people who sign up, here's what's also included. And that tends to create what we call like a table rush, or what we call kind of that wave the card in the air, and the first 10 people who can get back to my assistant at the table, she's the one standing in the back, or he's the one standing back there, that's my sales team. The first 10 people, you get this type of bonus added in. So like a fast action bonus, that's a good way to add it in. But there's also the reality that that is tied more towards whether it's a timed bonus or whether it is like it's a live experience. So somebody needs to be on that page or in that webinar or at that event and getting that fast action bonus. But with all the different shift that's happened now, coming from live events to a virtual event and more like on-demand trainings, it's harder to do a fast action bonus because it doesn't have the urgency built in, naturally built in. And so I want to caution you against also fake urgency. Because anytime you have create this type of fake urgency where people say, hey, once this countdown timer hits 0 across the board, this offer's gone. And then people follow that same link the next day, refresh, and that countdown timer starts over again. It lacks that authenticity. It's icky. Don't do that. But if you have an opportunity to do a fast action bonus, this is an amazing way to create, again, like I said, the table rush. Another option that I've seen for people saying, okay, if they're ready but they don't fill out the form the first time, what are some different ways you can engage with that prospect that first 48 hours? You can do a messenger bot, like a chat bot. You can use like a chat fuel or mini chat or a mobile monkey or Avio, all these different messenger bots, putting that together to send a message to somebody who's engaging with your content that first 48 hours, saying, okay, if you're ready, if you're serious about doing this, here's the best way. Click on this link, the offer's still there with that fast action bonus or with that opportunity to get the bonuses intact. So fast action bonus, messenger bonus, messenger bot. You can also re-engage with retargeting ads. Retargeting ads are an amazing way to be able to connect with people. These may not work as well for the first 48 hours because sometimes from whether it's a pixel with like your Facebook pixel or your Google Ads pixel may have a little bit of a delay on that. So that's not as effective on the fast, but it still can be very effective in that first 48 hours. So that's for the fast action. If you're saying, John, I don't know even how to couch my fast action bonus. I didn't know how to put together a messenger bot. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do on my retargeting ads. What you can do is you can go to workwithjohncook.com, fill out an application, we'll hop on a call, we'll talk about what do you want your prospective buyer to have in those first 48 hours. What's something that you can add to them from a value standpoint as a fast action bonus? Or how do you put the different messaging or the different positioning in place on your messenger bot so people can say, I know that I want to take action and this is exactly right for me. We can talk about that on the call. So the first 48 hours, that's your fast the kind of those quick blinkers, as it were. But then you have the medium lane. I go, this is very scientific, fast, medium, slow. But when you look at this in mind, this is people in the first 30 days. Now we've made a significant jump from the first 48 hours to the first 30 days. And inside that first 30 days, it's people who are saying maybe it's not the right timing. Maybe it's not the right setup financially for them. Instead, they're waiting for more cash flow. If it's a $2,000, $5,000, $20,000, whatever the offer might be, that it might say, hey, if it's any type of more of a premium offer, $5,000 plus dollar offer, it might be a timing standpoint. Okay, that's fine. So inside that first 30 days, the jump is saying this is where a majority of your leads, of your prospective buyers, are inside this first 30 days, especially if you're doing some type of a launch. That launch is going to be over probably a 2 to 4 week period, or maybe even as much as a 7-day period, which is outside this 48-hour window. You're saying in that first 30 days, how do I get the right people in place? And some people would say that it's not even just 30 days. Some people even extend it out and saying this is a 90-day. And depending on the offer that you make, if it's a $2,000 plus offer, your medium window for medium buyers, people are not moving that fast and they're certainly not moving slow, but that medium window might be more 90 days, especially if you're looking at a $2,000 plus offer. So the way to retarget that crowd is through email marketing. So putting them on your list, having a follow-up. You can also do messenger bot using email to messenger. Now, back March 4th, 2020, Facebook did some shifts and changes in some of the messenger bot way in which people engage with Messenger, that you cannot you cannot have a sender initiated message sent through a Messenger bot beyond a 24-hour period window. That's a violation of some of the native Messenger experience. So there are ways to get around that, though, using email, then using different tags inside Messenger in a way that engages and stays within those parameters, while allowing you to still use that kind of conversational marketing experience with Messenger. So you can use email with that nurture sequence, a follow-up sequence, whatnot, through emails. You can use like ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, Infusionsoft if you want to use that. So many different options as far as using email if you don't have one set up already. But you can also use retargeting ads as well. This is a great way to retarget them, but also something that I feel like is very overlooked in that first 90 days. Very, very groundbreaking technology, and I'm being facetious here. It's using the phone. It's reaching out to them saying, can we hop on a call? Can we talk about where you're at? You signed up for this. I'd love to hear about your business or your life, your financing, your parenting, your mindset, whatever it is, that area of emphasis that they said, I might be interested in your help for this area. It's reaching out to them as kind of a, let's hop on the call for a 10, 15-minute call. No, it's not a type of sales pitch. It's not a type of, it's saying, if it's the right fit, if it seems like it's the right experience, let's talk about where you're at and just hopping on the phone call. And so retargeting, phone, email, messenger, those are great ways to engage the medium-paced prospects who are coming saying, I'm interested, but I don't know if it's the right timing. I've had people say, man, I was so interested in your course, but when I came across your webinar, John, I was sitting at the gate at Newark getting ready to fly cross country. Not exactly the time to whip out a credit card and put $2,000 through for a payment while sitting at a gate. It was the wrong timing, security, whatever it might be. So, okay, I totally understand. Maybe it's not the right time because they were heading out for a conference, which lasted more than 48 hours. So that first 90 days, or depending on where you're at, might be the first 30 days. But then we get into the slow lane, okay? The take your time lane. And I look at this saying up to 2 years or longer. You know, the average buying life cycle for a online course, a prospect who's coming to purchase an online course that's at $2,000 or more, the average life cycle is around 18 months. 18 months to be able to generate and say, this is the right training experience, this is the right content, this is the right setup, the right structure, the right offer, and I'm the right expert to guide you through with making this $2,000 plus purchase experience. That's amazing, 18 months. So you say, if I am patient though, the riches are in the niches and the flow is in the follow-up. So you can use those different cliches there. Both those speaking to, if you have the patience to say, I'm not focused on the sale, but I'm focused on serving people. I'm focused on what does it mean for me to get a great product, a great experience, a great service out there that I know can change somebody's life. And if people aren't buying this first as the fast responders or the medium responders, but the slow, it may have very little to do with me and more about where they need to be to where they say, I'm ready, I want to do that coaching experience, but I think I need to work on some things for myself, whether it's self-discipline or whether it's about finances, where they're saying, hey, I've had people say, clients, I've had a couple clients tell me like that they had people purchase their coaching program as kind of their reward for getting out of debt. Not only did they pay off, all their student loans, but then they set aside $2,000 to be able to do the coaching to get their finances in place for saving for retirement in the future. That's amazing. You actually use this purchase then as kind of your reward to start a new season of life. So whatever the reason, whatever the experience might be, how do you follow up with people who are in that slow lane? We don't want to feel, I highly recommend don't pressure for the sale, because if they're not ready for the sale because of something that has nothing to do with you, then you will automatically position yourself as the antagonist to their success. For the slow movers, for the people saying, I'm not ready to do this, but maybe in the next couple of years, to stay on your list, and you're going like, okay, I have been on your list for a couple of years, and then they purchase your book. Okay, that's amazing. And then that leads to a conversation on it called, hey, what other ways that can you help me get the results you need that you talk about in your book? In that slow lane, up to 2 years, maybe even up to 3 years or longer, you can continue to give them with, of course, email marketing. But in the email, it's a different type of email, because saying, oh, we're going to send email in this regard, you can use email for all of these, but the value is in segmenting your list so that we know if these are people who are signing up right away, or people who are saying they've signed up, but they might be taking a little more time. They're in the nurture sequence. What happens when they finish this nurture sequence? Moving them into a more of that weekly newsletter or a monthly newsletter, it shows I'm giving that in that email. It's a different type of email. It's not emphasizing the purchase near as much as it's emphasizing the process or the experience. And that includes putting content out there that is value-driven content, or I like to call like results-first content. I want to help you get results that you need before you even pay me a dime, because it doesn't really cost me anything for you to be on my list and continuing for me to share and show my expertise and what I can do for you with the ideas and the insight that I can bring in this area of life or business for you. So having a value-driven, very much content marketing, you can connect with them on LinkedIn, you can connect with them through Facebook or Twitter or whatever it might be, but then in some sense, not just this value-driven email like an email newsletter, but in some sense you can also say there's a passivity to this, to where it says, Dean Jackson talks about whenever you're ready, he has a super signature. On the bottom of all of his email that he sends out, he recommends putting like the super signature. And essentially it says, whenever you're ready, here are a couple ways that I can help you. And then you list off bullet point 1, 2, 3, 4, however many different options that you want. I recommend 3 to 4 options, where it says you can connect with me on LinkedIn. You can schedule a call to talk about your business, your life, your parenting, your finances, whatever it might be, your health, whatever it is. So whatever you say, okay, first one is connect with me, schedule a call, check out our results. That's case studies, that's statistics, whatnot. And like I said, look at our online course or our coaching, whatever your kind of your flagship or your core offer is, put that in your signature as well. So the content can be ongoing, but also inside you have your super signature. So value-driven email newsletter, content-driven by continuing to connect with them through LinkedIn, sharing the content, whatnot, using a super signature like Dean Jackson recommends. That's an amazing way to be able to connect with people on their timing, because clearly they're not on your timing, and that's okay. The whole goal of connecting with an online prospect is to have them purchase when they're ready, not when you convince them that you're ready. First 48 hours, first 90 days or 30 days, for up to 2 years and beyond. The value is being able to say, I want to help people get the results they need with their message right now, regardless of whether it's on my timetable or on theirs. So as you go through this, you say, I don't know who the prospects are. I don't know how to engage with them through these 3 different lanes. I don't know how to navigate and make sure I have the right content in place. You can go to workwithjoncook.com. You can fill out an application. It doesn't cost you a dime to do that. You can fill it out whenever you're ready. We can hop on a call, talk about where you're at with each of these 3 lanes and how I can help you get the results that you need connecting with your prospects at each one of these lanes. So make it a great day. We'll check in with you next time. Take care.